You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hello. Are you hungry? Do you like bunnies? Do you also like, perhaps, blood-sucking vegetable bunnies? Well, if you do, this is a perfect show for you. This is Space Cadets. I'm Alfie, that's Jena, and that's Bean. I did it right the first time? Heck yeah. Welcome to the show.
Big success.
Yes.
That felt really good to just get it right the first time, not even think about it. Felt like second nature, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the show's over now that the perfection is...
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
We talked about all of our favorite topics.
Yeah, very quickly. So yeah, I was thinking of a kind of a silly question.
Okay.
Any comic book character, any, that you could have cooked for you, and it can be any meal. You do have to hang out with them during the meal.
Okay. Oh, Doug's excited.
I know. There is actually like a very weird sounding animal outside right now. I think there's a cryptid out there.
Oh.
Hand's going crazy too. Can you hear him barking?
Yeah, I think it's the haunted island on the pond.
Let's come back to your question, Alfie. I promise we're going to come back.
Okay.
You
guys want to take care of stuff?
No. I just wanted to. Yeah. I want to explain this really quick.
Okay.
There is a lake, and we've been in this neighborhood for 3 years now. I want to say we've lived on this lake for 3 years, and never once has there been an island. Less than a week ago, 2 islands appeared. And then yesterday they floated away and they're back today. So there's just an island floating around in this lake. So both of our dogs are trying to take care of whatever is making that lake move around. Or the island. Yeah.
Island or animal?
Both.
It's the uncool skeptical version is it's a big clump of aquatic plants that grew really quickly overnight and is now floating around on the surface of the pond.
And it's getting bigger.
Yeah, I don't know if it's getting bigger or if like they all grew and now it's like dispersing because it seems less tall and more wide. I think the plants are kind of declumping and kind of
it keeps moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alfie, ask us your question. We're ready now.
Okay. So, you got food. You got a meal.
Yeah.
What comic book character would you want to cook you a meal? And the caveat is you do have to hang out with them during this meal.
I have the dumbest answer.
I will say, like, I don't care if someone is canonically good at making food or terrible at making food. This is just what we imagine.
Yeah. So who wants to go first?
I'm still like really thinking. I have a strategy. I know how I'm gonna pick my person. I just haven't picked them yet.
I do have a person in mind because as soon as Alfie posed this question, I was like, there's a certain somebody I've wanted to eat with since I first saw the show in the like late 1990s. So,
what show?
Sailor Moon's mom. When she's here on Earth, her human mom makes these most amazing looking breakfasts every morning for her husband, her son, and her daughter. And then, of course, Usagi, Sailor Moon, always like grabbed a piece of toast and ran out. And I'm like, yo, look, she has a full spread breakfast. And every time they do actually get to sit down and eat, she asks very loving, motherly questions And she was like, how's school going? Oh, I'm so sorry. Or, oh, yay, that's good. Oh, you have a family day coming up. Do you want us to come? You know, whenever they're sitting down together and not yelling at Usagi for her bad grades, her mom is the most momliest mom of all of manga, and nothing bad happens to her. She's a stay-at-home mom who takes care of her family and keeps, she makes amazing meals. And I'm like, I want her breakfast. I have wanted this forever. Yeah.
I feel like, man, anime and manga food is almost cheating. It always looks amazing.
It does.
No, I'm not gonna say no to your answer that it's bad. It's a great answer. It's just like, man, yeah. Obviously.
Because she does the rolled up egg omelets with a little bit of sugar. She has like the bowls of rice, the bowls of the bean, like the black beans that you put with it, and then she has like bowls of like a meat if you wanted, and like it's just, oh my god. I need to show you guys a picture of the spread that she does every single episode of Sailor Moon that she is in. And it's the morning. She has this beautiful spread that her husband and son are sitting at. But of course, Usagi's over here sleeping in, missing out on this gourmet breakfast, just grabs a piece of toast and runs out. And then I keep waiting for TruckCon to run her over. Like, dude, sit down for your breakfast, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get hit by TruckCon. Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I feel like that's the thing, though. Like, when you have it, it's kind of like, whatever, I can have it every day, who cares?
Yeah.
You don't appreciate it. And especially when you're a teenager, it's just kind of like, whatever, I gotta go toast. Give me a Pop-Tart. I love Pop-Tarts. I'm out. Yeah, I know you made me a beautiful spread, but I'm out.
Yeah.
I also don't want to sit around and talk with family, so goodbye. I gotta grab toast. I'm out.
Like, even when her friends would stay the night, because I just found a picture of it, her friends would stay the night, right? And her mom would make her a giant breakfast of that. Like, hold on. I actually have a picture I can show you guys really quick. Let me add this really quick, because you guys are just going to be like, yes.
I will say, side note, I have a tamagoyaki pan, and I've made it before. The rolled egg omelet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Look
great.
at that spread. Look at that spread. Hold on. Let me actually add it. There we go. Look at all of this. She brought the toaster to the table.
I'm so distracted by the toaster being on the table.
Yeah, I mean, it's not attached to anything. There's no wire. Why is it there? Is it wireless?
Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth.
I guess.
Toaster.
Bluetooth toaster?
In the 90s, Bluetooth toaster. But look at all of that.
I like her pink mug.
But instead, she's always running around like this. Like,
I mean, that looks pretty good too.
Yeah. And then look what she made. She made a pizza instead of ordered a pizza for her friends.
That could be DiGiorno. Put DiGiorno on a pan too.
Our first sponsor.
But and then she's just like, why won't you pick up your grades? And before that, she's always like, how was your day? What's going on? Like, do you need help? Like, you're kind of feeling sad today? Then I'll let you sit in peace. Like, that's one of the things.
She probably can't think straight because she hasn't had a good breakfast. That's why her grades are low.
That's her own fault. That's her own fault. But I have thought of that question for over 2 decades. And I am so glad somebody finally posed the question and I had the answer. Thank you, Alfie. Thank you.
No problem. Bean, if you were still thinking, then I do have an answer.
I think I have an answer, but you go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Mine's going to be controversial. It's going to be controversial because remember, you got to hang out with them.
Oh,
Oh,
get my
yeah.
pearls so I can clutch them.
You might want to. You guys ready?
Yes.
Scott Summers.
What?
I have a reason.
Okay.
have a reason. So, okay. There has to be a reason that, like, you know, Jean and it's Emma Frost, right? Right? That's who he cheats with her with, or
Yeah.
cheats on her with.
Well, for one of the times.
Yeah, but there has to be a reason that he can get these ladies, and my reasoning is he's awful in general, so he must be good at cooking. That's my reasoning.
Okay.
Because you know what? I have been around people that it's like, I do not like you as a person, but man, I will eat the food that you put down. I will not hang out with you at any other point. Don't care.
So you would sit there in silence at the table with his food.
No, it wouldn't be silence. I mean, there would be like food sounds. I would probably eat very rudely just to annoy him. But and even if the food was excellent, I'd be like, so this steak, I wanted rare. This is mid rare. When in actuality, it's like perfect. It's like, man, these grill marks. Do you do that? You do that with your eyes? Like, it would not be a pleasant for either one of us. Well, but I would get to have a delicious meal.
Yeah.
That's my reasoning. I'm trying to find any sort of good in Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Why? For a fun, controversial answer.
Man, I would have said Wolverine then, because he is terrible. But he keeps getting them ladies, so he's got to be good at cooking too, right?
I'm telling you.
I was always a Wolverine girly.
Wolverine's a short king, though. He's awesome.
Yeah, short, burly king. You know,
of Canada.
I'm into it.
Dude, actually, man, Wolverine would be great at a barbecue because you get all the smoked meats and you want to chop it. He could just, because they have those Wolverine claws. That's just
they do, where you just shred it.
Yeah.
How sanitary is that?
Who cares? It's Wolverine.
Just spray some sanitizer and then go. You're fine.
He has like a, you know, the little beard hairnets.
Yeah, he has
Next week's question: who would you invite to a barbecue? Wolverine, obviously.
Obviously.
Put him to work.
Oh. Okay, Bean, now I must know your answer.
Okay, this one was like hard for me. I feel like I'm dodging the question a little bit just because like I've never thought, like, I guess like you talk about like, oh, like I've always wanted that, like Sailor Moon breakfast. I don't think, maybe I'm just like not hungry when I'm like reading comics. Like I don't ever pay attention to like someone cooking. Oh my god, I just got the perfect answer because I had like a mid-range answer, but I just remembered, possibly also a little controversial. Originally, my first answer was going to be Professor Broom, which is from Hellboy, because I just want to hang out with Professor Broom. But in all honesty, that's not anything about cooking. It's just, I just want to hang out with him and listen to his cool old man stories. But then I realized V from V for Vendetta.
Yes.
When Natalie Portman wakes up, he's cooking her breakfast. That's my answer. I want to.
That's a great answer.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm proud of myself.
No,
I-
that's
see,
an excellent
Pat yourself on the back.
I'm glad, but see, you guys helped by like going first, and because I kept thinking, actually, I wanted to think of a character that was really cool, but their cooking would just be like microwaving me a hot pocket, because that would be pretty funny. That would be good. I
Deadpool
don't wanna,
He would microwave a chimichanga before he would do a hot pocket, though.
Still,
Yeah.
definitely microwaved, half eaten.
Oh, but wait a minute. We all know that he's a gourmet chef, right?
I don't know that much about Deadpool.
Deadpool is actually a gourmet chef, and he kind of proves it in the second movie, but in the comics, he's been seen to make like gourmet 5 to 10 course meals for his friends.
That's nice.
But I feel like he would be annoying to sit for a 10-course meal with. Where it's like, okay, Deadpool, you cool and all, but aren't you supposed to bring me more food? It's food time.
He would like do a cross universe thing and be like, no, Alfred's bringing it.
Alfred would be great to eat with.
Great to eat with. Does Alfred cook? I don't know what a butler's duties are.
I'm pretty sure he cooks. He's like the only one there.
He could do like tea time snacks for sure because he's British.
Ooh, the little cucumber sandwiches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Little bitty fried chicken sandwiches.
Fried
bitty
chicken?
Cakes. Little bitty.
Very popular in the UK, fried chicken sandwiches.
It is actually. It really is. During tea time, where they have these little bitty sandwiches. It's got a little bit of little bitty fried like chicken patty on it, and it's got some lettuce, and it's delicious.
Okay, well,
hey,
now
don't judge me.
Now I'm demanding that we make these ourselves, but it's with like actual chicken McNuggets.
Yeah. See, no, I was imagining KFC.
Oh, that's good too. Either way,
Just KFC and 2 pieces of Wonder
I don't
Bread.
know those
dude, little miniature
Wendy's
double
nuggets.
downs.
Right, the spicy ones. One of them spicy, one of them is regular. Delicious.
Now I really want a miniature double down.
Same. There's a double down's back.
I've never had one.
It's so good.
I'll take your word
Sponsored
for
by
it.
KFC.
Oh my god. I saw the sign. I saw the sign the other day on the way home from somewhere. And Jay was in the car with me. And I saw it. And I was like, the double down is back. And he's like, yeah, okay. Like, no, look at the sign.
Well, speaking of Jenna screaming about things, didn't you find something cool?
Dude, we're getting really good at segues.
Yeah.
Actually, let me set this up. Please hold.
Yes.
Oh my god, there's one that's called the name of my show. Do I want to do that one? I'm gonna show this one. Hold, please. Okay, here we go. So me and Alfie found something today. Alfie, while I set this up, do you want to tell them what we found?
Oh, well, we found a bunch of tote bags. End of statement. No, I'm kidding. They were all based on books and stuff, and I believe it was by a company called Out of Print.
Oh, I love them.
And one of the tote bags is Bunnicula, which we both just discovered today that's a book and also a cartoon.
Yeah.
And Jenna loves bunnies, and
I love bunnies!
and also things crossed with each other. I mean, Velocipaster, Llamageddon.
In it. Like they have an old school one here because it's a series of kids' books, which I didn't know about until very recently.
Today.
See,
it's
I found it today.
I actually like, well, this is loading in. Like I remember these books. So when you were like, oh, Bunnicula, I was like, cool. Yeah, I remember. I specifically remember because as a kid, which is like, this is how strange my memory is, because like I don't remember what happened yesterday, but when I was 8, I found the second book in the series, which is called Holiday Inn, and I was upset because I could never find the first of the series.
So
yeah, I think at this point you're just watching it.
I had to stop. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I have a very bigger on the inside, a tiny obsession with bunnies because I used to raise bunnies in 4-H. I had over 300 rabbits at one point. Maybe I am a bunny. I don't know. I love rabbits. I love bunnies because they're so mean, but they're so nice and fluffy and loving and so mean.
I don't know that describes you.
Which part?
I don't know. If there's an animal that sets stuff on fire, then
Bunnies.
do they?
Actually,
Is that why my mom would never let me have one? They set stuff on fire.
So I actually had one of my original 3 rabbits was Bugs, Babs, and Todd. So Babs, when she was inside, she was pregnant at the time, and we were taking care of her. It got really cold, and she would kick over candles, and my Nana liked to light candles, and anytime she would light a candle, Babs would find a way to get up there and kick it over.
Nice.
So maybe I am a bunny.
Maybe.
And I don't set things on fire, thank you.
I guess a quick question that I don't think we ever talked about. I don't remember if we have. If you could just turn into an animal, what would you pick? A bunny, Jena? Would you become a bunny?
What? So bunnies in the wild. If it's a wild bunny, probably not. If it's a farm bunny, probably not. Because is this a permanent or a one-day thing? If it's one day, yes, I would totally be a bunny. But if it's a permanent thing, I would not be a bunny because they get ate by everything. They get ate by everything.
Yeah.
Also, is it like we would get transported to the proper environment? Or is it like, hey, I'm sitting in my chair and suddenly I'm this animal?
I would say you're outside.
Okay.
Like if you wouldn't like become a horse and then have to navigate out of your room.
Or become a cow and it's like cows can't go downstairs or something like that.
Oh my gosh, it was permanent. I was in the right environment.
I've become a blue whale and I'm just in my room.
I would be a megalodon.
A megalodon? Remind me what that is.
Ancient sharks that I believe to this day are still alive at the bottom of the ocean. They are like 4 or 5 times bigger than great whites.
Oh, if we're just going by what we believe to be alive, then all right, Mothman.
Hey, megalodons were real. There's proof that they may be still around.
There was proof of Mothman. That whole
there
bridge.
We go.
All the eyewitness accounts. But that would not be my animal, though.
Okay, then I guess I would have to be an orca. Swim around in the ocean, pick on all the other animals.
I like the idea that you just walk outside and suddenly orca.
But you said in the right environment, right? Like
yes.
I'm in the ocean.
Yeah, you would be transported to the bottom of the ocean if you become a megalodon. Like yes.
That's okay. That's okay, because I can swim.
Mm-hmm.
What would be yours, Bean?
I would become... I'm trying to decide what kind of bird. You know what? I would become a common grackle. And I would go live in a Wendy's parking lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I would be a Komodo dragon.
That's
because
cool.
It's my favorite animal.
Yeah.
But also, I wouldn't necessarily want to be transported to the correct environment. I would want to live with one of those exotic pet collectors, and I want to be the one that nicks them and just waits like they do.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Then end up in a cool sanctuary because it's not my fault I ended up there, and my owner ended up dead.
Did you know that they're not actually poisonous or venomous? It's the bacteria that grows in their saliva.
There is some debate on that, but I definitely believe that it's the bacteria. And they just Like the bite pretty much just causes infection because it's just like, ugh, gross. That's why they just kind of, they're not really fast animals. They just kind of, they're like, you know what? I'll just follow you. You'll be not moving in a day or two. And then I'll have
food. Well, guys, I think that we've had some amazing animal conversations here, but it might be time for a break. Maybe. I think it is. And on that note, we'll see you guys back here in just a minute. Bye.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is me, Jena, Alfie, and Bean. I got it right the first try. Oh my gosh. It's one of those days.
It's like we're professionals today.
I know. Speaking of professional, I need you guys to remember, think back a couple weeks back when all of us were talking about our reactions to seagulls. Yes. Do you remember that? Cool. If you don't, that's fine. We're about to fix that. So the amazing artist known as Bean has drawn it. And oh my God, it's so great. So it is 3 panels. I'm going to show you the first one. Since Alfie's here on top, I did it again. That's so great. I will show Alfie's first.
Yo.
Bam skis. It's amazing.
I love it so much.
I love it.
Because Alfie was just immediately like, why are you here?
Yeah, like, why would a seagull be in my house?
Yeah.
Immediately suspicious.
Immediately. Because, oh my God, it's so perfect. I love the shirt, the colors, like the hair is perfectly. Alfie's reaction just seems like on point.
Yeah, the Junji Ito shirt was a very nice touch.
I will show it one more time so everybody can pay a little like, and there's Larry, as we've learned his name from Alfie. No, from Bean. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I love it. Which one should I do next?
You should do yours.
Okay, so
increasing number of seagulls.
Yes. So mine, as we all know, I think when we discussed it, I would just be like, where are they coming from? Is there a hole in my house? Like, what is this happening? And so there it is. Yeah, I love it. Is there a hole in my house? It's my reaction.
Very calm, too. Just like,
I know.
What is this?
Like,
Is this okay? Did I bring them here?
Because I really do feel like that is my honest reaction. Like, that is my honest reaction.
It's very believable as being your reaction.
Yeah. Usually I have the biggest reactions, but things appearing in my house, I'm like, okay, that's new. All right. Is the door open? Where's things coming from? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then like my shoes and like hoodie, like that is the clothes that I wear every day. It's perfect and I love it. Okay. And now for the pièce de résistance, the perfectionist of Bean's reaction.
Something's different. I won't put my finger on it, but something's different. Because I did say, I was like, seagulls would have to be covering like everything for me to really be like, someone's putting these in my house. Something's happening.
And that's perfect. You with the coffee cup is because like
with a seagull in
every
it.
time I see you.
Yo.
I can't imagine you without a coffee cup though. Like I'm pretty sure if you look around you, you probably got one. Like
no, I don't have coffee cups on my desk. I need to take inside and wash.
I definitely don't have any either. Because I moved them to a secret location off of my desk.
I can't say anything. I'm going to be completely honest. There's a bowl with barbecue sauce because I made in a crock pot little weenies and barbecue sauce. So I was eating that. I've got chopsticks. I've got a cup with tea. I've got a cup with brown sugar milk tea. I don't know. This cup's empty. I don't know what this one came from. Hold on. Oh, there's more. I've got the Comic Palooza mug is up here.
Well, that seems like that's more just decoration.
Mm-hmm.
It was not. I've got an empty water bottle over here. Oh, look, I've got a full water bottle over here. What else? Oh, snacks.
I won't show you all the things on my desk currently. Because that would be absurd.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a lot of dishes. I have a cup that I'm currently using. One of the best things I ever got from working at GameStop. Chapstick. Callback to Mothman. Tiger Balm. Bad angle.
Oh, I've got that too. I've got that. Hold on. Where's mine? I've got that
hot sauce. Just on my desk. You never know when I get thirsty.
Yeah.
I just have some Melinda's.
If somebody brings me food, you got to have a little hot sauce.
Yeah. I've got like within arm's reach. I do have like some hot sauce packets from Taco Bell.
The most random thing.
They don't always give you the packets. You gotta have spares.
Yeah.
So the most random thing on this desk that I am at is my first aid kit.
I don't think that's random for you. I gotta be honest.
A full first aid kit.
I feel like that's necessary. Fully necessary.
Just it's got a permanent spot on the desk too. Like it lives here. This is where it lives.
If it's meant to be there, then it's meant to be there.
Because I have another one in the bathroom, another one in the kitchen, another one in the bedroom.
Are you guys ready? I'm going to pull up some random stuff off my desk. This is going to get weird. Well, the best thing that I have is I have Gandalf and the Balrog. Let me get my freaking light going.
Oh,
yeah. I have
so
the little
cute.
brickhead versions of them. I also have a box of 1.5-inch nails.
Never know.
Yeah, it works.
I prefer the 9-inch.
Yeah, I have just like a bag that doesn't have anything in it. I have a thing of sunflower seeds, not for eating, for planting. Let's see. I have a calculator. I have a Casio calculator that is like why do I hate that I have this? I hate it. And I have a unicorn.
Oh, that's cute.
I love him.
That's necessary.
And I also just have a million cans. I'm gonna be honest. I just have cans.
Dude,
God.
I get it.
Yeah.
My desk only doesn't have all of that because I cleaned it to have the ring light. Because I have to move stuff over, and it's like, and I can't move any of the wrestling figures over. Those have to stay
forever.
Well, I think most of them are my dudes, but the ones that are mine,
have to stay there forever. Period.
I don't think he would like that. don't think he would like that at all.
Trying to think. I don't know why, but like, how do our desks? Like people say, "Oh, the desk represents you and how you think," and I'm like, that is a lie. Whoever said that?
Fair. This is how my brain feels.
I feel like for some people it is, but for some people it isn't. Depends on where your desk is.
There's a lot of trash. That sounds accurate. There's a lot of trash in my brain.
Oh, I didn't talk about under my desk. That might, or the drawers. Cluttered.
I was thinking about earlier. Like my brain works. Sometimes I'm just like, why? So every time I see a Range Rover, I have the same thought. And it's not a thought you would think I would like. It's not a thought any person should have every time they see a Range Rover.
What is it?
Every time I see one, I think, wow, that's what the bad guy drove in the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown.
Now that you say that, that is exactly the type of thought I would expect you to have specifically.
That trash.
It fits.
I don't know why. I read that book. I really liked it. And that's just what I've thought ever since then.
I love that. That's
That's all I'm going to think about now.
Yeah, now you've infected us.
And on that note, guys, I believe it is time for a pick of the week. Woo! Okay, so this week's was my pick. My pick was Birth Rites Shadowman. Shadowman. This is my favorite comic book character of all time, so I really want to know what you guys thought of him. He's great. I love him.
How much did you get to read, Alfie? Did you read a lot?
You know dang well that I did. Especially since I saw the cover of that trade and I was like, okay, this thing has that cover. I'll read all the things in that. Mm-hmm. And then I saw, like, once I got to a certain issue, I saw an ad for that particular trade. And it was like issues 1 through 4. And I was like, oh, I'm on issue 13X. Oh. So I'm currently reading issue 14. So yeah, I read considerably more than. But you guys know me. This is what I do now. It's like, if I have the time, which currently I do, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to read all of it if I can.
Perfect.
You saw me with Saga and Wicked and the Divine.
Yes.
I'm caught up on both of those. Before I had not read them.
Okay, so since Bean, you said you got to read at least the first issue, right?
So I don't know where the trade. So I was reading digitally, and the copy I had started with issue 0.
Okay.
So I got to read 0 and 1. Alfie, did you also read 0? Okay. And I was like, because I've heard Jena talk about it so much. I was reading issue 0, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a good time. I like it. I like this weird stuff that's happening to these people.
Yes.
It's some weird stuff. And I knew it wasn't gonna end well for them. Yeah, it was issue 4. Yeah, before that one. That's like number 0, and it was like about the 2 kids, and then their dad's like, I'm gonna teach you magic. You're so special. And I was like, one or both these kids getting sacrificed in this little. And it just didn't turn out good for them.
So, for the first issue, I kind of want everybody who's out there and is watching this, stuck around with us this long. This is the second page. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
It's so pretty.
The art in it is really great.
Yes. That is all of the dark side, aka hell, trying to break loose. But it don't. At least that time it don't.
It does just drop you in. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. It's like I read issue 0 and I got to the end and was like, okay, cool. Like, I read a story, great. And then, like, I get into issue 1 and I was kind of having that feeling of like, this is issue 1. Because
Yeah,
this feels like issue 25. This is the end of a story. What do you mean you're leaving? I just met you. Like, but then it like jumps forward. It's like a flashback in the beginning. I was like, okay, like present day, cool.
Yeah, I don't know which issue it is, but at a certain issue, it advertises issue 0, and it's like, oh, you're supposed to learn about them then. But like once the story's established, but with the way that the digital is set up, it's like issue 0, 1, 2, 3, you know.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I think issue 0 didn't come out until like, God, it was like 9 or 10 after the first trade. It was after, because issue 0 is not in the first trade.
The first trade is issues 1 through 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
found that out the
so
hard way.
I think I have all 8 trades of it. And I think issue 0 actually ends up showing in like the 3rd or 4th volume. So like I said, I think it's like 8 or 9, maybe 9 or 10 issues in is when 0 actually came out. So hope you had fun with that, Bean.
Yeah. Well, it's like I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I also like I kind of tell, like I said, I think it's like the villain origin story, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The main villain.
I love a villain origin story. I love
villain
that.
origin story. Great.
Did you Bean, did you get to Mr. Twist's origin?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I saw him.
Okay, so this is his origin. Are you ready? Spoiler alerts. This is what Mr. Twist's origin is.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I didn't realize that was his origin. I thought you meant like that's where he starts.
No. Well, yeah, pretty much. That is pretty much what he starts at. Yeah.
Pile of dead bodies.
Pile of dead bodies. So somebody had to go in and slaughter a whole bunch of people and then have a couple of alive people, and then he got to come to be.
It's kind of a silly name. I like him, but it's a kind of a Mr. Twist.
It's very comic booky.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way. It's just like,
yeah.
Trying to think. Did you get to meet Mr. Darkseid?
I don't think so.
Okay. What's spoil? Stop it. Did you see Mr. Twist in his suit?
No, I only read the first issue, and it like ended with him being attacked, and they're all like, you threw the amulet in the water, and now everyone, it literally was like in a Quantic Dream game where it's like everyone disliked that.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah. He got a lot of pop-ups when he did that.
All right, so hold on, let me
liked it, this person disliked it.
You can see the story branching off.
Yeah.
Are you ready? So this is how Mr. Twist dresses 100% of the time.
Oh man.
He's snazzy.
Look at them.
Yeah, custom suits.
Sick.
Master Dark, yeah. And then of course there's the monkey too, and I love him. But
Jaunty.
I'm trying not to do any.
It's okay. I'm gonna read it. It's so good. Like,
yes, the monkey.
My favorite issue didn't come until much later. My favorite issue is the Halloween issue.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that's great with the series.
Yeah. Well, also I love anything New Orleans and voodoo and that culture and area. Like it's so cool. And it's not something that I experience. So
monk.
And also it's at a certain point, I don't know which issue it is, but at a certain point it looks like the dark side is being drawn by a different artist.
Yeah.
And personally I prefer that art. Like I just thought it fit better. But maybe that's just because the mood started changing and stuff, and it was just like, And I'm kind of liking, now that I'm on to issue 14, I'm liking that story arc a little bit more than the beginning story arc. I understand you got to set up stuff, but I kind of like the later arc.
Yeah, it feels like in the later ones they get a little more like developed and a little more detailed. So the more you read it, the more you fall in love with it. And they have actually announced Valiant's doing new iterations of each of their characters. Exo Man of War is supposed to be coming up soon. And I do believe they said they're going to do another Shadowman storyline, which makes me happy and kind of like suspicious. Because they did a Ninjak storyline that I wasn't... Okay. I couldn't get past the art. It was one of those situations where the art was so jarring. Even though the story was good, I couldn't get past the art. So I'm a little... The art that they've shown for Exo Man of War looks like it's going to be amazing. So hopefully they're going to do the same thing with Shadowman. I'm really hoping they do. Because just everything he's had to go through, you know, he lost his father because, you know, his father had to stay... Spoilers coming through. His father had to stay to protect the door from anybody from that side coming to our side or Earth. And yeah, you know, him thinking that his father just walked out on them this whole time. Come to find out his father had actually sacrificed himself to save the world. Like, and trying to come to terms with that is a big deal. And then also him realizing the only reason he got his Loa, he became Shadowman, was because that meant it was his father's time to pass. Like, it's a whole lot of personal things he has to work through. And, you know, saving the world is hard. Yeah.
That's a little hard.
Just a little bit. Finding out there's a whole nother part of the world that you've been a part of your whole life, but you didn't even know about it. And then being in it is just like, oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
I guess it's my turn for pick of the week.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, it was very difficult to pick one. Just there's so many things that I want to read, and it's like trying to pick something. And I've decided on something that appears to be short, so that I can just finish it. And it's like, yeah, I'm done. It's finished. It's completed, and it also looks pretty fun. It's called Void Trip.
Ooh.
It's from Image. It's about these, like, the two last humans in the galaxy, and they're trying to make it to like a hippie planet called Euphoria.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
It is?
Huh?
Do you know how many issues it is?
5.
Ooh, okay.
Nice and short.
Yeah, like I was like, you know what? Everything else that I was really wanting to read is longer, but I've got other stuff that's like I want to try to knock other stuff out. And Void Trip is on my list, so it's like, you know what? Let's try this. It's also kind of deviating from my normal. This is absolutely 100% horror.
The art is outstanding.
Yeah, no, the art I was looking at it too. I think it was also advertised in Wicked and the Divine at some point. So I was like, I'm gonna put that on my list.
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully it's good. I mean, it's Image and it looks really fun. It just looks fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna be really angry if this makes me cry though.
Gosh darn it. You've done jinxed us.
Years.
Yeah. Well, no. That's me knocking on wood.
Okay. Maybe it'll be a fun, lighthearted. Let's see what the description is.
That is not fun and lighthearted.
Yeah. The description I'm reading isn't that bad. Friends and enemies. They're just trying to live free. Sounds fine.
They're low on fuel, low on food, and low on psychedelic space fruit.
Yeah. They're just trying to have fun.
That's life, man.
Oh
yeah, we're all low on fuel. We're all running on empty.
Mm-hmm. We're not low on food though, because I got Little Caesars for the house tonight.
Well,
so we're set.
Wait, which house? Which house?
This house that me and Jena live in. You have to drive to this house to get the Little Caesars.
Okay, I love Little Caesars, but I'm not driving to y'all's
I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. I already ate the whole tray of cheese bread.
Except for I don't want the cheese bread.
Except for the delivery slice of cheese bread that
which is totally an acceptable tax that I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, the delivery fee was that I ate a piece of cheese bread because I got hungry in the car while I was driving.
Fair enough.
I ate the rest just before we started recording.
That is a fast consumption of cheese bread.
Yeah, I would get Little Caesars right now, but it's like, for one, I don't know when they close, but also, I'm not confident in myself to eat a full pizza, period.
You don't think you don't have to eat it right now. You could eat some and then
put over it away time. I don't think I can. Because I will have my slice. I'll have an extra slice the next day, and then to me it's dead.
Wow.
I don't eat whole pizzas. I just don't. It's too much pizza.
See, that's why I like to go to Brothers. You can buy it by the slice at Brothers. And their slices are like huge.
That's a 15-minute drive for me. I will not be doing that right now.
But they're closed anyways.
Yeah.
But maybe
I feel like we now have the full spectrum. We have Jena eating all the cheese bread. We have me. I eat it like 2 to 3 slices at a time, and I will eat the entire pizza. If there's pizza in my refrigerator, that's my breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, whatever. Until that pizza is gone, that is all I eat. Every time I'm hungry, I'm like, go to the pizza. Go get some pizza. And then we have Alfie eating 1 slice and being like, that's dead to me. Get away from me.
The 1 slice initially, when it's fresh,
and
then I'll have a leftover. But typically, there's someone else also eating, so I don't have to worry about it. But if there's nothing else, then I'll eat the whole pizza. Or if it's like I bought it, then I'll eat the whole pizza. But normally, I'd rather just get a small thing of wings.
I guess it depends on the size of pizza, right? Like if you get like a medium.
I can't eat a medium pizza.
Okay. You know what? Fine.
Small personal.
You're eating a single slice of a personal pizza and then putting it away.
Well, no. When I say small personal, I mean like the little microwave ones. Like I'll eat a whole one of those.
Oh, okay. So like a small pizza?
Maybe. It's still a lot of pizza, dude. It's a lot of pizza.
Do you know what I have to do in my house? So I go to Marini's and I have to get 2 of their extra large 20-inch pizzas. And I get 2 slices of that. And then I go back for my 3rd slice, and it's gone.
Well, that's on you and your house. I don't know what to tell you.
They ate all the pizza.
I'm sorry. Jay, I'm sorry. All right?
It's not just Jay, because sometimes the kiddos are here. So do you know how much teenage girls eat? It's a lot. Now I can't say anything.
Eating cosmic brownies as a kid, I don't know.
When I was a teenager, does anybody else remember Gettys to Go?
What is that?
So Gettys to Go used to have an 18-inch pizza, and I used to get 1 of those with jalapenos and pepperoni, and I would eat the whole thing in the parking lot. And my cousin Squishy would have his own. And he would eat the whole thing right next to me. By ourselves at like 17, 18.
I think here's my big issue. I've just never been huge into pizza. I like pizza, but I'm not like, ooh, pizza. Like, I want that for everything. So, however, I really do like Rosati's. They're a Chicago deep dish.
Ooh,
that's 1 slice because they're like
a soup in a bread bowl.
They're actually pretty solid despite being Chicago deep dish.
Really good Chicago's deep dish is solid.
It's
now
I will eat leftovers of.
Yeah.
So much of.
Now that 18-inch Gettys to Go pizza, they used to do it on Thursdays, was like $7. So we would save our money for that Thursday to get that 18-inch pizza. That was our treat for the week.
So,
I miss them. Can't get no extra large 18-inch pizza for $7 no more, can you? No.
No. I do like how, though, in this episode, we've come full circle. We started with food and ended with food.
yes. Yup. With that, I'm going to go check to see if my Little Caesars is still there because now I have evidence it might not be. Okay. All right. Well, we have been Space Cadets. I've been Bean most of the time. I've been joined by Alfie and Jena, who have probably been themselves. Come back next week to see if we still are, if we change it up. Bye.